Well, this is technically part 6. It's not really a part to the build, but I wanted to show a few things which I'm finding as I go. In the last video I was prepping the transom, as you've seen. I finished prepping the transom, and when I was grinding back the old tabbing, there's water inside it. Obviously that's a big problem. So I've gone a bit further up the hole. It was about here somewhere. I grinded out a bit more of the tabbing work, the old work that had been done. There's more water under it. So I've gone further up the front. I grinded out another bit of tabbing work, and there's also water under there. It's basically giving me a bit of a headache. I was hoping to grind back the tabbing that's there, just flatten it off so it's got a good key. Well, it turns out I've got to grind all of the old fiberglassing work out of the boat, and it's seriously slow. I could hit it hard and try and rip it off fast, but they've got a chance of going through the hull. So I'm having to do it bit by bit and steady to stop myself punching through the hull. So I'm trying to just get the surface layers off of their tabbing and then leave the original coat. I don't know if you can see on the camera, we've got a hole here and we've got a hole over there. There's also a bit of damage here. I ground back some of the old fiberglass repairs that I could see. I've ground it back. It had one little tiny thin layer of fiberglass, the rest was filler. I couldn't believe it, to be honest, so I've had to grind it right back, and now I've got another hole in the hull, so I'm going to have to repair that myself properly. You're probably wondering how to repair it properly. You want to fiberglass it from both sides. So say, for example, you've got a hole that big, for example. You cut a piece of glass that big, and that'll be your first patch. Your second patch is bigger. Your third patch is even bigger again. And you do that on both sides and sandwich it. So that'll give you a proper repair. You don't want filling big holes, which are structural holes. It's like a big no-no. So we've done that anyway. At the moment now, there's a bit of a change of plan. I wanted to get the transom in as fast as possible. What I've decided to do, because it's really messy work, I'm grinding all of the hull. I'm grinding the sides, I'm grinding everything that needs grinding. You can see this side, this has been done. When this floor goes in, I'm tabbing right up the sides here, all the way up to the line that runs the natural line on the boat. So today, again, I'm just going to be flap disking everything. It's flipping horrible. I hate it. I never look forward to it. Flap disc the sides, flap disc the hull, get all the flap disking work done to get rid of the main part of the dust, basically. Once that's done, I'll be putting the transom in. Sorry, I got interrupted by a phone call. Where was we at? So obviously, I've got to grind it all back, like I was saying. The keel, all the way down, you probably can't see it on the camera because of the way the sun's shining. The keel has been filled with literally filler all the way down to the very bottom, the front. And I think a lot of people fill the keel with a filler for strength. Issue I have, there's a keel band on this boat, a metal one. It's been screwed into the hull. I don't want it on there. So I need to grind all the filler out of that keel, the dip in the keel. I need to get the band off, and I need to fiberglass it from both sides, like I was explaining with the holes down here. I'm probably going to be using 2 or 3 layers on the inside, so it's probably going to pretty much fill that keel out. I'm also going to be doing 2 or 3 layers on the outside. There's going to be a hell of a lot of strength on it. Obviously, you're trailering the boat, well, even if you're not trailering, whatever you're doing, this keel is going to get battered over and over and over again. You get a bit of a surge or something, getting the boat on the trailer, it'll swing sideways and it basically bangs on the trailer. It is going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. So I want the keel super strong. Obviously it's a cathedral hull design. I may even reinforce the side pieces as well. I don't know exactly what you call them, but it's like it's got 3 keels in a way. It's not quite 3 keels, but that's what it's similar to. So I'll probably be doing strengthening on those ones as well, because they come to a thin point, don't they? So they get chipped, they can get banged, they can get knocked. While it's upside down, when I flip the boat and I'm doing the work, I'm tempted just to get on with those and just do those as well. That's it really. I'm going to jump in now. Probably going to get the paint off that side first, so it's like this one. The paint's not too bad. It comes off okay. It is dusty, but it's not like the fiberglass dust. Once that paint's all off, then I'm going to hit the hull again and basically grind back all the old tabbing, grind out the centre all the way up and get all that finished. I will release this video. I don't know if I'll release it as part 6, I'm not sure. I have messed up the parts on the videos, as you've seen. I've started a video and said this is welcome to part 4, and it was probably part 5. The videos was too long, a bit of a mix match. I had to swap it all around. So I'm going to stop saying what part I'm on. I'm just going to make the video and label it as whichever part it's going to be. With this stage now, this one side piece here and up to the floor there took me a whole day. So doing that side now, I might get a bit of floor done today. Tomorrow, if I can be here tomorrow, I'll probably try and do the rest of the hull. It's really, really slow work. And these flap discs, I'm using 40 grit flap discs. It's chewing them up. This one is smooth. This one's smooth. How many was it? I think I went through 7 flap discs doing this side and doing part of the floor. So I've brought another 10. So we'll see how far we get this weekend with 10 flap discs. I'm hoping 10 flap discs will help me finish the inside. Obviously I'm going to need to get more to do the hull, but I just want to focus on this. Once all of this is out, once it's all flap disc, once it's all bare and ready to be redone, I'm going to do the transom, so that's strung, finish the transom, get the well back in, and that'll be the next job. Once that's done, I'm going to be flipping the boat upside down. A lot of people have told me not to because of risks of it damaging stuff. There's no way I'm working on my back underneath this boat. There's a lot of work to do underneath. So I'm flipping it. I want to be comfortable. The more comfortable I am, the better the job will be, and I can do it properly. I am going to probably do some reinforcements in the boat somewhere. I'm not sorted that out yet, but that'll be coming when I'm doing the transom. I need to fit some sort of thing, like I said before, to put pressure against the transom. So that'll probably be left in the boat, and I can brace the boat for when we roll it over. Yeah, that's it really. I don't want to waffle too much because it makes the videos boring. But obviously I need to explain what's going on, what I'm doing. What I am going to do with this video, I'm going to drop a clip in. It was recorded on my mobile phone. It's probably not the best video clip. It's probably a bit wonky, probably a bit shaky. But when I was down the back end here, didn't have my cameras with me, and I was showing basically like the cause of lamination. I think that's what you'd put it under. Where they've done their tabbing work, they haven't removed all the air voids. They've left little pockets accidentally, and those are filled with water. Now, people say if it's sealed, like the hull, if you seal under the hull, water can't get in there. It can. The reason it's through atmospheric changes, basically, temperature changes. You will get condensation. There's dampness in the air. Basically, you're going to struggle to make it airtight. So that's what's happened at the back here. They've done the tabbing. They've left a few little air pockets. Well, not a few. There's actually a lot, to be honest. But they've left air pockets. You're grinding through them and water splashing out. So I left a few and I was pressing on them on the video to show you, and you can see water squirting out of it. It is quite bad, to be fair. Not only will it be damaging over time, leaving water sitting there between the layers, it's also a weak spot because it's not bonded properly. There's a pocket there where it's not actually attached, and it's like it all the way through. The whole flipping boat's like it. Not something I wanted to find, obviously, but I am going to fix it, and it's going to be fixed properly. So I'll probably drop that video in now, and I'm talking on it, explaining what I found, explaining what the problem is with it, and then I'll probably come into a time lapse. I'm doing a little bit of grinding, and then the video will be ended. There's no point in you watching me do all of this. It's boring. I've had to go up to 40 grit flap discs for anyone else doing it who wants to do this, so you know. The 80 grit, it was just chewing them up too fast, so I've gone to 40. Take your time when you're doing it. Don't go heavy. Keep the grinder light. Let the grinder do the work. Don't force it. You force it, you will blow holes through the hull. There's no question in that. So take your time. Grind it back bit by bit by bit by bit, and you'll see it coming off. And then, yeah, you just keep moving and moving and moving. So that's it. I'm going to get on with it now. Start doing the crappy grinding. And I also got a white suit. It's just off camera. My first day doing it, I got home. I must have had about 7 showers. Not in the same day, but I had about 7 showers. I was still itching 4 days later. I couldn't get rid of the itch. It's the worst fiberglass itch I've ever had in my life. I don't know if it's the type of fiberglass or if that's just the way it is, and I was lucky on the last build I did. I was itching everywhere. It was even in between my toes, between my fingers, everywhere. My eyelids, everywhere I had it. It was absolutely horrible. So I brought a white suit. I did wear it last time and it never stopped the itch, but oh my God, it's probably got to have been 90% better. It has got to have been. So I'm putting that same white suit on, which is probably a mistake because it's probably got fiberglass in it now. But it's better than doing it like this, like I did the first time. Anyway, I'm going to chuck my PPE on, get my safety stuff on, and I'm going to get grinding, and you're going to go into the video, me showing you the damage at the back, and then you'll come back into a time lapse. I'm flap disking everything, cleaning it all back, as you can see, ready to put new glass in here. But someone else has done work on this boat before. I ain't a professional at all, I'm not claiming to be. They've done tabbing, as you can see here. I've had to grind it back a little bit in places. Well, when you leave voids behind fiberglass, this is what you'll find. They've had tabbing all here. I've not touched it yet. So the water, look at this. There is water in loads of this tabbing. You can see it here as well. See it coming out there? So they've done the fiberglass work and left air pockets underneath. Basically, it's laminated. They've not got all the air pockets out of the glass, and this is what it causes. They've also filled the keel full of filler and fiberglassed over it, and this, in places, is absolutely soaked. So yeah, when you start digging into a boat to do work like this, you really do not know what you're going to find. As you can see on the back, this has all been flap disked. That's the way it should be, back to original fiberglass. You put your fiberglass on and you roller it like mad to get every single air pocket out. With this down here, they haven't. So structurally, it's not brilliant, but once it's finished, it'll be done properly. Just a shame, it's just giving me a hell of a lot more work, but that's just the way it is. That's the whole point of doing this. It's being done properly. So let's get back on with it. Video here, I've managed to get the centre done. I got the paint done, which you would have seen on time lapse. All I've got left to do is the two sides and all up the front. So then I'll be on to doing the transom. Next Friday there may not be a video. Obviously we've got this one today, which is technically part 6, but I might not name it as part 6. It's just going to be part of the boat build. Next Friday I may not have an upload to go up, so I may miss one. The Friday after, hopefully, there'll be a transom install video, but I'll see how we get on with it. Progress is not too bad at the moment. I've found a big hole down there, down that strip. I have to do a big repair there. But other than that, that's it. We're just cracking on with it. I've got Mark behind me. He's been helping me today, which has been a big help. So yeah, it does help when you've got your mates to chip in. It gets things done quicker. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. If you're enjoying the series of the boat rebuild, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.